Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. He gets free. And he will score. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good, and the Browns will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Steelers 12, Browns 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Second and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Allen. Open man, that's Bernard. He's got it. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 38 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Off play action, it's Aller. That's to the right side and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down.
Teams practice this every single day. It's just scramble drill, and there's just basic rules once the quarterback breaks contain. If you're deep, work back to the quarterback. If you're short, go deep. And just make sure everybody works their way in phase in the same direction as the quarterback.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Looking to throw is Aller. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth down. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run from the gun, and that's Sampson. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Green. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To the air on this second down, Green. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. And we got a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Green. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to put this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Whrock21 to punt for Cleveland. This brought in out past the 20. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Jared first in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way. And whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A give, it's Sampson. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Green. Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third, they need 8. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Green. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. Well, Whrock on to punt, and the kick is away. This fielded inside the 35. Past midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Bernard. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice grab there by Jeremy Bernard, and I think he's really fitting into this Steelers lineup in a nice way. I mean, he's proven to be an immediate contributor, and that's something that Pittsburgh needed. They needed to get more explosive on offense, and I think Bernard's ability to win with the ball in the air and make plays after the catch is really what they were looking for.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's a Steeler first down. Now Dowdle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe if he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Rodgers now. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
Browns
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Green to throw it on 2nd down. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, Green. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Green. Catch made. That's Wolf. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Green. He's going to keep it himself. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Haylen Green. Touchdown, Browns. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have cut the deficit to 5.
Steelers 22, Browns 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Yeah, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Left side, he's got Bernard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They face second down and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and 7. Throwing, Rodgers. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one, returnable. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
44-yard line.
Here's Green on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Green. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from out of the gun, it's Green. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
Drive will start on the ground, and the defense signaling safety here, but the official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here. The second half starts with a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
In the middle, and that's Bernard. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
At the 7-yard line.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a screen set up for Dowdle, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trailed pretty big to start the third, but it seems like this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half.
And that one's not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game. The RPO, that one is complete, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
Terrific starter there, gain of 15, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Green on 1st and 10. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
To the air on his 2nd down, Green. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's 4.
Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cats. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll give it to Sampson. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Green. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Dylan Sampson was the man he was trying to hook up with there. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's caught. It's Isaiah Bonds. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and short. Here's Green. Forced out left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Throwing again, Green. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
This will be 2nd and 9. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Green. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. On now is Lucas Havrasik for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll get this complete to Bernard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Rodgers. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. 12 yards there, and a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, that's Bernard. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Big play there to begin quarter number 4. They'll have it 1st and 10. Play fake to Dowdle. And now Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down. And more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Run with Sampson, and that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play, knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
26-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Green to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 13.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Green gonna throw on this 3rd and long. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 25. It's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
This one is complete to DK Metcalf.
Rodgers pass complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Here's Green on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Hamler. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
39 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
On 1st down, Green. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
On 2nd down, Sampson finding room to the 20, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
It is 2nd and 6. Operating from out of the gun, it's Green. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Green. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Well, they know they needed at least a field goal to try to cut this to a one-possession game, so they got it. But now, can the defense, can they tighten up here and get a quick stop? Because not only do they need the ball back, they need to make sure they leave enough time for what would be a game-winning drive.
From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. Now give on the ground, and the Steelers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach Plain, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Johnson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Boswell to kick off.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Extra point attempt still to come. He gets it to go, and the Browns will cut it to a 2-point lead.
32. Browns 30.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. And the hands team for the Steelers able to secure it. That should just about seal a Pittsburgh win.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one. But it's not going to work out.
They'll run with Dowdle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers will take a knee.